Okay, so I have a little philosophy, and I'm gonna break it down into 3 categories. But I know there's been a billion of these videos made of what are the top 3 guns, what are the top 5 guns that somebody should own. And because every tool has a niche, it's kind of hard to narrow things down, especially when there's like 20 options within one category. Let's take just like the sidearm pistol, for example. You could get a Glock, a Smith & Wesson, an HK, a CZ, a SIG. You can go so many different routes and perform just about the exact same task. And most guns these days from the bigger brands are as reliable as each other. So that's a whole mess to begin with. But I think once you break down the categories, let's say you're brand new to firearms, and everyone tells you, you need to get this, you need to get that. My philosophy is basically brought me down to 4 different firearm types, and then you can fill that with whatever brand or hype product that you want. But let's start with maybe the most important, and my mind has changed a lot about this lately. And so the most important, in my opinion now, and I've taken a little bit of ideas from Brass Facts, who has recently talked about this too, is that your concealed carry, your gun that you take everywhere with you, is going to be the most commonly used or most effective. The fact that you can take it with you everywhere and not tip people off as to you having a firearm is going to be maybe the most important thing. What I'm trying to say is, if you live in a city or suburbs, I think the concealed carry pistol, whether it's a subcompact or a full size, is going to be the thing you want to have for sure. So that's gonna end the subcompact portion, but I will say, if you do concealed carry a full size pistol, or at least a compact one that you can use in a holster outside of waistband, when you're at the range and you've got your battle belt on, that's gonna be ideal that your concealed carry gun is the same as your duty pistol, right? So enough talking about the subcompact pistol or the carry pistol, because there is more to defense, I think, or self-defense, than just a subcompact pistol. And now I would jump up to the PDW setup. PDW setup is a very niche, extremely niche category, but I do think that most people have that niche within their lives. PDW, I think just about anybody could pick up and have it figured out pretty quickly. So here is my philosophy behind why a PDW for me is necessary and for what niche. So I'm trying not to copy what Brass Facts has done when talking about a PDW, but I do agree with a lot of his points where he talks about how the backpack gun is it's a very hard niche to figure out. A lot of people do want to say that you can just fold up an AR and put it in a backpack. There is no way for me to fold up any of my ARs and fit into a basic college-looking laptop backpack. I do not have a 300 blackout 5-inch AR that could fold. I can't afford 300 blackout, and maybe that's your option, but that's going to fill up your whole entire backpack. To be as off the books as best I can, I use this small backpack because I don't want people to know what I have with me. PDW fits that role. There's only a few little PDWs that I think fit the bill. One of them, of course, and I am incredibly biased, so if you've come to this video and you don't know what I do, I work as customer service and shipping for Flux Defense. That is why I carry a Flux Raider. I think it is the best in class, and I'm quoting Sage Dynamics, but I do think the Raider is the best in its class for what it does. The PDW that's small enough to fit in your backpack and thin enough that it doesn't take up the whole backpack. I can fit plenty of other things in there and I'm good. The backpack I use is Just a basic laptop bag from Amazon. No one's gonna suspect almost, and maybe people would think I have a pistol in there. I don't think they would think I would have anything other than that. No folded AR is going to fit in there. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen in that. I would have to upgrade to a bigger bag where I'm a bigger target, or I'm at least more suspicious. And it's gonna fill up that bigger bag. So that's the PDW role for me. I think if I know there's a fight coming and I don't have my AR around, then yeah, the PDW fits the role. I would much rather get into a gunfight with a PDW where I have more points of contact than a subcompact pistol, even though I shoot the subcompact pistol really, really well. On to the next category, which is a fighting rifle. I've changed my mind a lot about this too. I think the fighting rifle category kind of encompasses a lot of different types of rifles. I think 308 is a fighting rifle category, such as like a FAL or a, like a SCAR 17. That's a fighting rifle, and I would consider my AR to be a fighting rifle. This is not something I can really break down easily and lug around. Even when I take my suppressor off, it's pretty big. So the reason I don't ever plan on going lower than an 11.5, this isn't an 11.5, but I wouldn't plan on going any shorter than an 11.5 due to ballistics of a 5.56 cartridge, right? This guy is my personal fighting rifle. I have it suppressed to mask location, reduce my signature. I have white light on it to, honestly, more PID, yes, but to blind, to use it as a tool to blind as well. That's something I do want to have on there. I've got an IR device for when it's more for fun, but when I'm using nods, I don't have my own pair of nods, but as a company we do, and I get to use that every once in a while, so pretty fun. So that's part of my fighting rifle. LPVO, because I would rather be able to take more accurate shots. Also, my eyes really suck. I wear glasses for a reason, and it's because my eyes don't work well naturally. LPVO really helps out. I can really get a clear picture of what I want to shoot. So I have that on my fighting rifle. And amongst that, there's whatever other accessories that I have on there to help me out personally. But those are the three categories, I think, three families of guns that I would pick for sure. Now, the one case where I would have that fourth category would be a duty pistol. The duty pistol, if you don't use the same pistol as your concealed carry pistol, then I would make that a fourth category of pistol you need to have. Some compact works for me for carry, would not work for a sidearm that I have to pull from a holster and use as a sidearm like that. I would need a completely different pistol. And so for right now, it's a P320. I don't think that's gonna last much longer. Yeah, I think the P320 is at its best when it's living within a Fluxerator. Other than that, I don't know how great it is as a pistol. So that's it for this video. I challenge you, I don't challenge you, I welcome you to disagree with me, and you can add whatever categories you want in the comments. If you think there should be another category, I excluded shotguns on purpose because I've never had a need or use for a shotgun, and maybe that's just where I live and how I view self-defense or societal collapse, but I haven't really found a need to own a shotgun myself. I have family members that have a lot, and I don't feel like I need to just go buy one on my own. So that being said, I will finish off this video. If you want to support me in any way, subscribe, like the video, comment, all that. If you want to support me in a different way, I am the owner of Toomey Tactics. You could go over to toomeytactics.com and buy our keychain, our very handy keychain multi-tool for zeroing optics and for other pistol and PDW accessories. I actually use this thing a whole lot. It's on my keychain all the time. It works with just about everything on my rifle, on my PDW, and on my pistol. So that being said, go ahead, check out the toomeytactics.com website and pick up a multi-tool. So thanks for watching this video. I will see you guys in the next one, and bye.